BBC viewers expressed their frustration as Laura Kuenssberg sat down with Defence Secretary John Healey. BBC viewers issued the same complaint as they tuned in to watch Laura Kuenssberg grill politicians on her show. Sunday with Laura Kuenssberg returned this weekend with guests including former Cabinet Secretary Simon Case, Labour lawyer Sami Chakrabarti and businesswoman Kiki McDonough. Kuenssberg was later joined by Defence Secretary John Healey, just one day after the government pledged a string of defence investments to equip the country for a new era of threat. The politician said Labour's defence review, which will also include the procurement of up to 7,000 UK-built long-range weapons, would function as a message to Moscow about the country's readiness to fight if necessary. On Sunday's, June 1st, instalment of the programme, Kuenssberg kicked off her line of questioning by asking if Healey truly believes Russia could attack the UK. She also probed him on whether UK defence spending will truly rise to 3% of GDP by 2034 at the latest. However, viewers hit out at Kuenssberg for not asking the right questions as they flocked to social media to rant. One fumed, "Absolutely no questioning from Laura K on if this military and nuclear build-up is a good thing. This is not real journalism, this is just acceptance of the government narrative. It's so poor." Another wrote, "Laura's favourite words, 'Can you guarantee on anything?' as a question to a minister. Lazy journalism." A third echoed, "What a fucking waste of time." Interview at Claw acted with at John Healey_MP, "It was pure kid gloves." At least on Sky News #Trevor Phillips let rip into John Healey. Others were frustrated with Kuenssberg's interview approach as one wrote on X, the BBC headline states Defence Secretary to be grilled by Laura Kuenssberg. Laura Kuenssberg doesn't grill people, she asks gotcha-style questions. There's a difference. Another echoed, hurrying along with Healey, his detailed answers not giving her much opportunity for her gotchas her main objective. A third said, Kuenssberg is desperately digging for a headline. The government's Strategic Defence Review, which will be published on Monday, June 2nd, is expected to warn of the growing threat from hostile states including Russia and China and unveil big new investments in our national security, Healey told the BBC. He continued, $6 billion over the next 5 years in factories, like the Storm Shadow missile production site in Stevenage, allow us not just to produce the munitions that equip our forces for the future but to create the jobs in every part of the UK, 1,800 jobs in every nation of the United Kingdom. This is a message to Moscow as well. This is Britain standing behind making our armed forces stronger but, also, making our industrial base stronger. This is part of our readiness to fight if required, but the strength in which to deter those fights in the future.